Good morning. It is officially day one of April vlogs. It is Easter Monday, Monday the 1st of April. Welcome back to This Wonderful Life. And April vlogs started yesterday with day 0 so that I could release a video on the 1st. So you'll be watching this on the 2nd. I have no right whatsoever to be feeling as good as I do this morning. Absolutely no right. We had a very jolly evening for my eldest daughter's 18th birthday last night. And although we were in bed by 11:30, so in our body clocks, because the clocks went forward yesterday, it was about 10:30. And I had a really good night's sleep as well, but Prosecco was consumed. So I don't know how I've got away with feeling like I'm feeling. I felt absolutely fine this morning. I've had a couple of cups of tea and some cold pizza, which is one of my favourite things to have if we get takeaway pizza. I always like to put a couple of slices away in the fridge to have for breakfast. I know not everyone agrees. There was great controversy about it at one point last night. Everyone had different opinions about the consumption of leftover pizza. But that's my stance. So I am up and dressed and ready. It's another sunny day. None of the days this weekend were supposed to be sunny. It was supposed to be really quite gloomy and rainy, and every day has turned out sunny. Not my favourite kind of weather, but it has actually been really nice. I have to admit, it's been nice to have a bit of the sunshine. I'm about to go and meet my mum and my sister at a local garden centre. Last year, or maybe the year before, I can't remember, I was on one of my walks and I found an old plastering bucket, like a big old bucket, by the side of the road. So I picked it up and took it home, and I left it in the garden where it sat for quite a long time and gathered rainwater. And that gave me the idea to create a pond, which I did. And it's been quite successful. We've got frogs and wildlife in there, and it's a really small little pond that just fits really well in our garden. And that inspired my sister to build her own pond. But she's been struggling to find plants and things to put in it. But there's a really good garden centre with a pond business there, right near where my mum lives. So she's going to pick up some plants there this morning. And then we're going to come back here for tea and some more cake, some more birthday cake. And we'll see where the day goes from there. But seriously, no idea how I'm feeling this chirpy. I shouldn't be. I'm sure it'll all go wrong later.
I can perish joyously now.
Oh,
I can't remember what's the difference between...
Right, so Granny, we can take a disc from someone else.
Be my most significant being forever. Affirmative with my entire blood pulse.
oh,
That was
romantic.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Oh, it's cute. Everywhere I look, there's nothing but chocolate eggs, and now we've got a ton of games out because we were playing a game earlier and Phoebe got loads more out. We might play some more later. Feels a bit like Boxing Day, doesn't it?
It does feel a bit
yeah,
like
Easter
Boxing
Monday. I was going to go for a walk, but you probably can't see that actually. Let's try out here. It is raining. Now, normally that doesn't stop me. I'll walk in any weather, but I can't be bothered. Just can't be bothered. I think I'm just going to have a nice warm bath and watch something on YouTube or read my book. Dan's making bacon sandwiches, and we're just going to finish off all of the leftover stuff from the last couple of days. Like we've got a load of cheese and nice bread and pate and stuff like that. And that's what we're going to do for dinner, so I don't need to worry about that. How are you feeling after last night?
I'm alright, hungry actually.
Yeah,
Ooh, bacon.
looking forward to a bacon sandwich. My vlog, my first vlog day zero, is currently uploading, and I'm going to publish that. Lilia is lounging. You are lounging, and we're watching one of your comfort films.
Yeah, Robin Hood.
We're watching the old Robin Hood Disney film. Robin Hood and Little John riding through the forest. They're talking about the things that others got to say. I don't know the words. and all is well. In Nottingham. I'm just getting my shoes on. I can see eggs and stuff still behind me. Because I've decided not to be lazy and I'm going to go and do my walk. So it's been a little while since I've mentioned it, so I will mention that this year I am following the 1,000 miles challenge, which is something that's kind of run by Country Walking magazine. If you look for the hashtag walk 1,000 miles, I think you'll see a load of stuff about it. So you can still hear Robin Hood in the background. The idea is that you challenge yourself to walk 1,000 miles in the course of a year. So I've decided to do that January to December. I started on the 1st of January this year. And I'm up to over 200 miles. I haven't actually added it up. I'll try and do that and I'll put it on the screen to where I am up to as of now before I go for this walk, which will be about 3 miles. I think what I'm going to do is walk to the big supermarket because we need to get a few bits for later. And Dan's going to drive up there to get them and then I'll jump in the car with him back. But if I'm feeling energetic, I'll just keep going and make it a full circle. We'll see. But I've got my waterproof trainers on. I've got my cagoule just there to put on to keep me nice and dry, and I'm going to get out there because I never regret going for a walk. So I'm going to go and do that and I will take you along with me, film a little bit of what I see on my walk. This particular route is quite a regular one that I do now. So yeah. I know, I'm such a fashion icon. Thought I'd just say hello to you on my walk whilst we're up this bit, because it's normally quite quiet. Not totally quiet. There is traffic, there's a lot of houses up here on this road. And this is their only way in and out. It's lovely actually. It's like the sun's trying to come through and it's not that cold. It's just lovely to be out at this time of year in the rain because it smells so nice. I've just found some garlic mustard. I found some yesterday as well. Not yesterday, the day before. It doesn't matter when. In the last 48 hours. And that's the first time I found garlic mustard this year, and I get very excited when I see that because, I don't know, it's just my favourite wildflower for some reason. I think it's because it's one of the first wildflowers I learned about. So further up here there are some alpacas. Sometimes they're out, they might not be if it's raining, I'm not sure. But if they're there, I'll film them. I'm only like 4 minutes into my walk. No alpacas today. I'm with Dan in the car. I was going to walk home, but by the time I got here, I was like, what's the time now? It's 2:15. Is it 2:15 or 3:15?
3:15.
It's 3:15. And I want to have a bath and everything before we do our snacky dinner. So we've been to Asda's and then we popped across to Aldi's, and we both fancied like a bit of a healthy drink. So we both got a super smoothie Revitalise, clementine, carrot and ginger, and it is delicious. If you have an Aldi's near you, highly recommend it. How are you done?
I'm tired. I need to sleep.
You need a nap, don't you? You
I
need
do
an
need
old man nap.
I do need an old man nap. It's been just very busy since my birthday, and I just
Yeah.
feel like, oof,
It's been
I need
full
a
on,
break.
hasn't it? Whoop. He's going then.
I thought he was going back into that this morning.
Right, my bath's just running and I thought I'd just catch up with you. I'm now home and I am going to have a bath and I'm going to read. I'm not going to do a reading update right now, but I did want to mention the book that I'm currently reading. I've got loads of reading to catch you up on because I think well, obviously it was about 4 weeks since I last even spoke to you, and I've read, oh goodness me, how many books have I physically read? Four physical books and more audiobooks as well, and I've had some really good reads. So I am going to do a bit of an update on reading and books as part of one of my videos this month, but not today. But I will say that I'm going to go and read the second one of these types of books that I'm currently reading. Sentences are not coming easily to me. And that is The Twisted Tales. I know a few of you have mentioned these to me before. Lilia, my eldest, read these ages ago and was getting rid of them, and I'd always been a bit intrigued by them. They're young adult and they're basically a little twist on, they're Disney books, so they're based on the Disney films of the stories, but with a little change, like if something in the story, the sort of key point in the story was different. So I read, first of all, the Beauty and the Beast one, which I really enjoyed. At first I was like, oh, it's a bit like just reading a book version of the Disney film. But then the twist happened, which is Belle snatches the rose, that is with the enchanted rose, and it crumbles. So basically the Beast is therefore not got an opportunity for someone to learn to love and be loved, because the enchanted rose is gone, and also it turns out that the enchantress was Belle's mother, and there's a bit of a dual story between the past before Belle was born, and that's when it got really intriguing and interesting, and I really, really enjoyed it despite myself. So I decided to give this one a go. I think this was the first one, which is A Whole New World, which is a twisted version of Aladdin. And again, it starts off where you feel a little bit like you're just reading the story version, albeit quite a well written one. I think the writing is quite good, of the Disney film, and then the twist comes. So in this one, as Aladdin is escaping the Cave of Wonders, he doesn't manage to escape, but Jafar, who is disguised as the old man, gets the lamp. So then Aladdin falls into the Cave of Wonders, it closes, but he doesn't have the lamp. So he has to find his own way out because he doesn't have a genie. And in the meantime, Jafar has already got the genie and becomes the most powerful being on earth. And then Aladdin and Jasmine, the princess, have to work together to fight that. So I'm about halfway through with that one. So I'm going to read that in the bath. I haven't read over the last couple of days, and I feel like I want to catch up a bit with that. I'm also going to eat this, which is a lemon Bakewell tart, because why not? It's not like I've had enough sugar already over the last 48 hours. I'm having a moment of doubt, and I don't know why. I've picked wild garlic many times, but usually when I pick it, it's in flour. Now, I can't even begin to describe to you the smell that's coming out of the flour and the roots. It's very strong garlic. So, and for, you know, it's got a stem, it's got a single flower bud, and the long elongated leaves, and the whole thing stinks of garlic. But it can be confused with other native British plants, which are poisonous if eaten. And I would normally pick them when they're in flower. Now I've opened one up, I can see that's going to be a white flower. I'm just a bit worried in case. I know that it's wild garlic, but I'm second guessing and thinking to myself, I don't want to poison everyone. It smells so delicious. I was going to make some wild garlic butter. Well, maybe I should just go back in a week or so when they flowered so that I know Smells so nice. I know it's wild garlic, but I don't want to take the risk. It's funny with foraging for things, isn't it? We are allowed to forage for wild garlic in the UK, by the way. You should only take what you are going to use for personal use, not for profit. And you shouldn't uproot wild garlic either, because apparently it's in decline, which is sad. Yeah, I'm sure it's wild garlic. I just suddenly feeling like I don't want to take the risk. Maybe I'll just sniff it and enjoy the smell. What are you going to read after you finish Medea?
Is a vampire.
From Greek mythology to My Roommate is a Vampire. For some reason, we've just been trying to do the farty thing with our armpits. It's a very gentle pop. I realised I hadn't come in to finish the vlog off, and now the sound is terrible and my hair is floofy from my bath, but we've had a lovely, relaxing day. I'm hoping tomorrow I'll get a nice long walk in. It is the Easter holidays, I should have said as well. It's the Easter holidays here where we are in Kent. Their last day at school was Thursday, just before the Easter weekend, and now they're off for 2 weeks. So there's a few things going on. They've got some things. I'm working across those 2 weeks, but I only work on Wednesdays and Fridays. Dan will be working, but he's got a few days off in the second week. And we're going into London one of the days. There's a strange adult behind me. There's an adult in our house.
Yes, that's you.
Oh yes, that's you.
I forget.
Yeah, so we've got a few things. I'm going to take the girls into London. I'm hoping on the second week to go and see an exhibition. So I will take you with us. I'm just going to say goodnight to Lilia, and I will say goodnight to you. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your comments on day 0 as well. I've been having a really nice time this evening reading through them. So I will try to keep up with comments, but it gets more and more difficult as the month goes on. I always give them a heart after I've read them, and I try to reply to as many as possible, but it gets harder and harder. So if it's had a heart, I've definitely read it. I read them all. We all do, actually. Everyone dips into the comments. My mum dips into the comments. Dan's always in the comments. I don't think the girls do as much, do you? Mm-hmm. But I read them out to them. So Lilia says thank you very much. She's very pleased you all like her new hair. She went a bit shorter than usual. So yeah, thank you. Thanks so much for your love on the first thing. I'm going to stop rambling. I've just got into ramble mode already. I'm back into the swing of it. See you tomorrow. Bye. Bye.